what my phone setup is in my car, and this is it. It's a little thing that suctions to the window, and it sits like that, and you can twiddle it round so you can have it up like that, which is good for when you're using it for sat nav, or like that. It needs a dust. Good morning and welcome to day 12 of April vlogs. We are not going anywhere today. Well, quite clearly I am going somewhere right now. I'm going to the supermarket and the post office to post some pins, and the charity shop to drop some stuff off, and to Sainsbury's to look for lobster related clothing. So I'm doing a load of errands this morning. Lilia is still in bed. It is 10 o'clock. She hasn't emerged yet. Phoebe is up doing some homework, and Dan is doing a little bit of laundry and stuff. And we're just going to spend the day mooching about at home. We were kind of wondering whether to do something today or not, because we've got more plans tomorrow. But then, because we got the chip in the windscreen on the way to Dover, no, was it on the way to Dover? No, it was on the way to Port Lymph the other day. We've got the people coming to fix that today, and they'll be here between 12 and 3, so we've kind of got to be in anyway, which is a good thing, because I think we needed a bit of a lazier day at home today. Tomorrow we are off to visit my stepmum, who lives in Berkshire, and it's a bit funny because it's almost a year exactly since my dad passed away on the 7th of May, and this time last year, in fact the whole of April last year, was just horrendous. So to go up there and visit this year when things are a little bit better, if not a little bit sad, is a good thing. And on the way we are going to stop at a big sort of water park thing. It's like an indoor swimming pool with water flumes and slides, and basically my worst nightmare. Anything to do with soft play or thousands of children running around like mad things is not my favourite way to spend a Saturday morning, but there you go, the kids are going to love it. We've got a 2-hour slot there, and it's sort of halfway to my stepmum's, so that's what we're going to do. Part of it, I love swimming, I really do love swimming. Obviously this is not swimming, this is just water madness, and I do love swimming, but my hair, it's like I've got really thick hair, and it takes, even with a hairdryer, if I dried my hair with a hairdryer, it would take me about half an hour to get it properly dry enough, and then it would take me about another 25 minutes to straighten it because it's so frizzy. So the very act of going swimming brings with it quite a lot of, well, pre-preparation, as I'm sure you will all understand, and then the after effects of dealing with my hair. So it just makes me feel tired just thinking about it. Anyway, enough of my moaning and complaining. I'm off to the shops to run some errands, and you're coming with me. To buy some chocolate to get some change, and now I seem to be stuck in some weird gridlock situation in the Sainsbury's car park, which is a bit weird because it was really quiet when I arrived, so I don't know why we're now stuck. Anyway, whilst I'm trying to get out of the Sainsbury's car park, the reason I had to get change is because I owe the lady in the post office £3.45. And the reason I owe her £3.45 is when I took my pins in the other day, I can't really eat this and talk, can I? I do it all on a drop and go account, and I had added it all up wrong, and I was something like 15p short on my drop and go account. So for the last parcel that I was sending, she paid for it herself. And then she called me and she said, oh hello, it's me from the post office, just to let you know you were a little bit short, so I just paid for it yourself, and you've got to give me £3.45 when you're next in. And I just thought that was absolutely brilliant, because it's not often that you have something like that happen, which is such a kind of local, you know, good customer service. And she said, don't worry about it, I see you all the time. I know you're good for it, I know where you live anyway. And she was laughing. It was really nice. You know, everything's such big corporations that you don't really expect that anymore from your local post office. So I had to get me £3.45 to give to Ruth at the post office. And if I ever get out of Sainsbury's car park, which doesn't look very likely, I will go and give that to her. It's total gridlock, so I've had to get out of my car and walk to the other supermarket and do some other chores on foot, which is going to be interesting when I've got 6 bags of shopping to get back. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Seriously, I'm now back in my car, having gone and done the shop over at Aldi's, and I'm in exactly the same position I was when I decided to give up and go and try and just do something else. It is total gridlock. D12 in the Sainsbury's car park. Sorry to everyone in Newcastle. I've now been stuck here for half an hour. I've moved 3 car lengths. A little bit of movement there, that was exciting. It's gone midday. Time is precious, and this is really frustrating. I don't even have any knitting with me. Half past 12. Still here. Thank goodness I've just been shopping. Day 104 in the Sainsbury's car park. I've got to stop doing that now. It's now 1:45. Guess where I am? Still here. Send knitting. Have you ever played the number plate game, where you take the last, this might only work in England, I don't know what other number plates are like, but you take the last 3 letters of the number plate. For example, the one in front of me is LBJ, and you have to have a name, a verb and an animal. Oh, you're not saying thank you, fair enough. You have to have a name, a verb and an animal. So for example, the one in front of me is LBJ, so that would be Lilia bashes jellyfish. Slightly violent one. Or it could be Lawrence believes jaguars. The BMW that just pulled out in front of me without even saying thank you is LUP. So that could be Lilia understands penguins. Oh, it's amazing what you do to pass the time when you've been sitting for an hour in the Sainsbury's car park. On the highway, I'm free, and I'm not on the highway, I'm in a 20 mile an hour zone, but it feels like the highway after my being trapped for over an hour in the Sainsbury's car park. I am now on my way to the post office, where I should have been about just over an hour ago. I should have been home and having my lunch, but no, I am now off to the post office. Got to give Ruth her £3.45. Okay, it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the chores that should have taken me maybe an hour and a half have now taken almost, I don't know, 3.5 hours. I got all the way to the post office, but I couldn't post my pins because their printer is broken, so I couldn't print off the little thank you notes that I pop in and that I've run out of. So I'm going to have to go to, because I don't have a printer, so I'm going to have to go to another library to do it. And I don't think I'm going to have time to do that today because I've still got to get home and pack and do all the necessary things I need to do to prepare for going away for the night tomorrow. So today has been really annoying. Just realised I haven't taken the birthday banner down. I better do that, but then I'm going to have to clean the mirror as well. Dan and the girls, it's now about 3:30, and Dan has taken the girls out to do some kind of secret squirrel thing, which I don't really understand. Today has just been one disaster after another. If there was a traffic light, it was red. If there was a gridlock situation, I was in it. If the printer was broken, it was something I needed to use. It's just been a nightmare. Oh, and my vegetable boxes arrived, so I've got to Google what to do with rainbow chard. What's rainbow chard? Anyway, I'm going to Google what that is and what to do with it. A gardener, but I'm pretty sure that this is bad. That looks bad, doesn't it? Anyone know about growing Swiss chard? I've emailed the pictures to the veg box people, but I'm not surprised given the day that I'm having. This stuff's all right. So it's about half of it's affected by the weird red spots, but all of this stuff is fine. I'm going to chop some up to put on my pizza later.